We are at World Economic Forum Davos, and I have a very special guest with me. Actually, the star attraction of India Pavilion, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, Union Minister, is with me. Sir, thank you so much for joining us at Times Network, and congratulations, India is buzzing. And also, I must congratulate you because we have a unified India Pavilion, and you have brought all states together. That's a commendable initiative. What is your sense about World Economic Forum this year?
You're right, absolutely. Our Prime Minister guided us that we should have a unified India Pavilion, which should be integrated. So this time all the states are integrated within the India Pavilion. So that has given us a very good way of sharing the way our economy is growing today, sharing the policy certainty, sharing the transparency and the strong foundation that our Prime Minister is laying for the country.
Right. Sir, we have seen for past couple of years, India actually remains the most buzzing country at World Economic Forum. This year is no different, and we have seen so much of excitement about the new initiatives that Government of India is undertaking. What is your key messaging to global community which is present here?
Three major things. First is there is a lot of confidence about India, the consistency of our growth, the consistency of our policy, the consistency with which our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji is creating that huge trust in the India's economy as well as India's foreign policy. So these two factors are playing very well. The second is the technological base that our Prime Minister has created over the last 10 years, whether it is digital public infrastructure, whether it is semiconductors, the AI mission, the telecom, the defense equipment, the strides in quantum, all that is being noticed. Third is the comprehensive way with which our Prime Minister is approaching the policy paradigm. For example, environment, should that be taken as this versus that, or should that be taken as, yes, it's a very integral part of our life? So those are the things which people have taken big note of.
Right. Sir, I've spoken to many investors who are present here, many economists. There is huge overhang about the incoming US administration and how Trump 2.0 will play out on global stage for global economy. I think he has already sort of indicated and hinted that if the BRICS nations don't really offer a favorable policy, then he is willing to impose 100% tariff also, including on countries like India. Is it just a hawkish statement, or would you want to read more into it?
See, one major thing which is there between India and US relationships, that is the factor of trust.
Right.
Whether it is developing technologies, co-developing products, finding new solutions using technologies, and approaching the global affairs, geopolitical affairs from a very practical and very independent point of view. All those factors are very relevant in our discussions, in the way we should evaluate, the way we should read the signals which are coming out from the new administration in US. And I think it's going to be a win-win for both.
Right. There is a lot of focus on new technology, semiconductor, blockchain, Industry 4.0. We have seen here there is a lot of buzz about that. India is obviously at the forefront in terms of emerging technologies. How would you want to, going forward, push this agenda in India?
We have had very good roundtables with the semiconductor participants, with the AI companies, with critical mineral companies. All of them have shown a lot of interest in our programs, and all of them are basically very keen to participate in the way we are developing these programs. So I would say that in the coming days, a lot of emphasis will be there on designing chips, on getting specific focused models, on making sure that the critical mineral supply chain is properly managed. The resilience in supply chains will be a major issue, major factor. So all these factors are being discussed here, and people see our country, India, as a very important player in it and a very important contributor to it.
Right. Do you think the reservations that US has about technology transfer, high-end technology transfer to China, and I mean obviously there are some frictions which are obviously going to take place between these two countries when it comes to emerging technologies or high-end technology, how India can benefit from that?
On the contrary, I can see that there is a lot of effort and a lot of agreement on co-developing new technologies. Co-developing new technologies using the talent pipeline that we have, that is definitely a major trend we can see. For example, in the case of telecom technologies, in case of semiconductor technologies, there is a lot of co-development activities which are going on.
Right. Coming back to India, currently, we have seen a bit of a pickup in private capex. We obviously need to increase the growth momentum in India. There are some concerns about consumption pace in India right now. How would you want to sort of really be alarmed about it?
Listen, our growth strategy is based on some very deep thinking, and we can say that the growth will remain consistent for the next many years, because the foundation that has been laid for this growth is very firm. It's very firm, and the programs which are implemented based on this strategy are being executed in a very clear, methodical way. So I would say that the growth is going to remain firm. Yes, there will be seasonal variations, there will be quarter-to-quarter variations. Those will happen in any economy, but the overall consistency is there.
Right. Do you suspect some sort of volatility as far as global growth is concerned, thanks to the uncertainty that prevails on the trade policy and geopolitics?
Geopolitics will definitely play an important role in the variations in the economic growth. Those will always happen. But the overall consistency in our economic policy is very clear.
Right. I was speaking to some of the state representatives who are part of India Pavilion. While they were very happy that it's a unified pavilion, some of them did express a desire to work, maybe gain more support from central government and work more collaboratively. Is it just a political statement, or would you like to say something about it?
No, the collaboration is huge. For example, the Tamil Nadu minister who is representing Tamil Nadu here, we had a very good discussion, and he was very happy with the way we have got the electronics industry developed in Tamil Nadu. Same is the case of Andhra and Telangana. So I think that it's even Kerala was very happy with the approach that we have taken. So I think the collaborative approach that our Prime Minister has taken is very good.
Right.
That's highly appreciated.
Right. Sir, if you have to sum it up, your visit to Davos and give a message to global investing community, what would that be?
Listen, India is in a very clear, consistent growth path. The talent pipeline is very strong. Our Prime Minister's policies are very stable. So this is the right time to invest in India.
Right. And one last question on semiconductors. It remains one of the high-end technologies where India has huge potential, and I'm sure you're personally driving that agenda for India. What holds in the future for semiconductor space in India?
There is very good, very high level of confidence in India's semiconductor program. Just 3 years ago, when we had announced the program here in Davos, people were kind of evaluating. And in this short time frame of 3 years, we have 5 units which are getting constructed. The first made in India chip will roll out this year. So there is a lot of confidence in our efforts. People appreciate the fact that Honorable Prime Minister met for almost 1.5 hours, 2 hours with all the global CEOs of semiconductor companies, and people have taken that message very seriously. And I just had a meeting with the CEOs of semiconductor companies. Each and every part of the ecosystem is coming to India.
Right. Well, on that note, thank you so much for joining us, sir. Thank you so much.